So I say that story is true of every being in the world. Everyone can have experience. But just imagine when you are the same being that I am, because you have the same son. If you are the father of my son, you and I are one. So when we have full knowledge of it, we couldn't fight, because we are the father of the same son. And it has no mother. It's self-begotten. So I am actually the father of God's only begotten son. And I know you are. The moment I see the son, I know the father. And then if you come into my world and you tell me you're the father of David, you and I are one. Then the whole vast world tells me they're the father of David, then we're one. How could I destroy myself? That impulse to destroy myself will completely go. So I couldn't hurt you. Whatever I do then for you, I'm doing it for myself. The moment I see the son, I know the father. And then if you come into my world and you tell me you're the father of David, you and I are one. Then the whole vast world tells me they're the father of David, then we're one. How could I destroy myself? That impulse to destroy myself will completely go. So I couldn't hurt you. Whatever I do then for you, I'm doing it for myself. If tomorrow you needed anything and it's in my pocket to grant it, I'm only giving it to myself. If you needed a meal and I could grant it, I'm not feeding another, I'm feeding myself. Then you'll understand these words. And so I was hungry, and you didn't feed me. And I was thirsty, and you gave me not to drink. And I was in need of shelter, and you didn't take me in. I was in need of raiment, and you didn't clothe me. When did we do these things? When you did not do it to the least among one of these. You didn't do it unto me, because I am the whole vast world. I am the Father, and although they do not know as yet, they are the same Father, having the same and only Son. You didn't do it to me when you didn't do it to them, because that's the Father. And so, God believed in, fatherhood ignored. So the Father is telling us the whole story. Before we set sail into this world of experience, the whole drama was told us. The whole thing was told us. All was foreseen. Not could I foresee. But I learned how the wind would sound after these things should be. And so I can feel compassionate for any being in this world, because I didn't know it until after these things should be. When it happened to me, I went back and read Scripture, and the whole thing was there, but I didn't see it. I didn't know it until the infant was put in my hands and told me by one of the wise men who discovered it that it's my baby. And yet I know that was put into my mind in the foundation of time. So God has put eternity into the mind of man, and the word eternity means a lad, a babe, a youth, a stripling. So listen to these words in the book of Samuel. Tell me, Abner, whose son is that youth? I do not know, O king. Inquire whose son the stripling is. Same word. Youth the first time he asked it, stripling the next. And then he doesn't understand. And then he turns to the youth himself. He said, whose son or you, young man. And this word Elam is translated youth, young man, child, stripling, and yet our scholars can't bring themselves to use any one of these words in describing the statement, which is the same word Elam, in the book of Ecclesiastes. So when Ecclesiastes says God has put eternity into the mind of man, God has put his first creative act, which was a stripling, which was a youth, into the mind of man. And he's going to bring him forth. And when he brings him forth, the man from whom he brings him forth, we're going to look at him and see his son. And he has unto that moment, he had no knowledge. He was related to that son. And now he sees he's the father. So the greatest prayer in the Bible is the 17th chapter of John. The whole thing is a prayer. And he said, Father, glorify thou me with thine own self, with the glory that I had with thee before that the world was. Before the world was, I had this glory with thee. Now glorify thou me with thy own self. He's asking the Father. And he reveals the name. He said, I reveal your name. I've told them your name. And the name he tells them is Father. And so he comes to reveal the Father. Now that you've seen me, you've seen the Father. I've been with you so long, and yet you do not know me, Philip. He who has seen me has seen the Father. How then can you say, show us the Father?